Hello there everyone and welcome back to Legil. I'm actually quite surprised that no one's been asking for this, even though it's probably been more than a week since I recorded and uploaded anything. And this seeming to be one of my more popular series. Did you people die? I'm not entirely sure. Normally you shout about it already just after the video's just being released. We want more, but for some reason, not that I'm complaining though, because I feel that I do need to take my time in making these, because I have a hard time finding new stuff to do, so most of it feels like Groundhog Day. Oh, hello there. Walk right through my shot. Anyways, we've gone ahead and switched it up now, so no longer do we have the 60th rifles. Instead, we have the 95th, and Bonduk has been demoted from leading of the 60th, and is now going to play the role of Harper, the sergeant. And then we of course have Richard Sharp to take up the leadership of the light infantry. So he will be leading the 95th. But the ladies just run straight into Sharp. Right, but Harper is not really Harper, is he? Unless he's got what I've got right now on my back, which is the Notch Wally gun. It's got tons of barrels, and when you fire it, it makes the sound of a cannon. And you'll spray loads of bullet downrange, but it has a terribly long reload. Let's go ahead and fire this, and let's see if we can see the spread of the bullets and also hear the sound of it. You saw that it had quite a few bullets flying out of it. Now you of course wondering, where do I get it? As far as I know, there's no actual way of getting it in the game. You have to cheat, which I will show you right now. Also, there's been this thing is, I get the same question over and over and over again, and it's sort of tiresome to go ahead and answer it again and again and again. Anyways, what I've done, as you can see, I've actually gone ahead and fixed up, so now I've got a flag. But what you need to do to get the Wally gun is you need to go take an action, the PBOD mod preference. You need to enable the cheat menu, and we go back, and now you can see that when we go ahead and go to camp, we get this cheat menu. Here we can find an item, change the weather, increase renown, increase honor, update politicals, all kinds of stuff. Actually, if we go back here, we can also, take an action, we can cheat, modify your banner, and there you can go ahead and choose your banner of your liking. So if there's a bug where you don't have the British flag, if you're playing for the British, or you don't have it for the Austrians, you can go ahead and fix it that way. Anyways, let's go ahead and take an action. No, wait, that's not. We cheat menu, find an item, and then in the range 768 to 863 is not the actual range we're looking for. Instead, the range we're looking for, so I think, no, it's not this one. Maybe it's the next one. No, it's not that one either. 480, nope. There, however, we had some samurai gear. If you want that, or a katana, or a lute, or a lyre, or torch. I wonder if the torch actually burns. It might do. Or if you want some other weird gear, you playing as a woman. Right, now we're coming to look stuff that's looking. Right here, here I think it is. We got a number of interesting weapons. We've got a musketoon, we got an antique musket, And you got all of these, but let's see, where do we have it? It should be right there. It is the Nox. I said Notch, didn't I? It's the Nox volley gun. You can't find it in the game, so you'll have to come through here to get it, and it fires just normal musket cartridges. So we'll go ahead and give that to Bonduk, which is now playing the part of... No, not the sword, his musket. There we go. So now he is Harper. Patrick Harper. Very good. And then, as you can see, I've increased the amount of troops that I have in my army. Now, once again, saying that to increase the amount of troops you can place on the battlefield at one time, you need the Battle Sizer mod. The Battle Sizer mod. The mod called Battle Sizer. You need a mod called Battle Sizer. It's real easy. I've even had someone ask me, how do you use it? Well, you click on it. If you've installed it right, it will directly move you into an option where you set how many you want. You can have it up as much as 1,000 and more. But depending on your system, there's obviously some you might want to load it a bit. And then, of course, if you're fighting with a small force and you come up against a large one, that's no good, because then they will be able to field all of their men while you will, of course, field all of your men, but the difference will be quite stark and you'll probably die. Well, you die anyways, but... and I've gone ahead and then cheated, because I think within the game you're not allowed to go beyond, or not allowed, you are allowed, but it's beyond 200 and something, 48 or 250 I think it is. It becomes more or less impossible to increase the size of your army. So what I've gone ahead and done is I've cheated, so I've upgraded my character so it has 300 points in charisma, and you can do that simply by going into statistics, export the character, he turns up in your files, and you'll not in the files within the Steam folder, but in another place. You'll find it. If you can't, Google it, and then you go into that file, you change the number around, and then you import the character, and whoopsie daisy, now you can field 500 men. I've also gone ahead and have boosted my leadership to 10, so that's why I have this larger force. And I think I've said everything that we want to. Yes, last time around we went ahead and we fought the Dutch. You might be wondering why we're doing in Italy. Well, the Dutch, I crushed them, but unfortunately they go ahead and sue peace just before I was gonna start the episode, or if we sued for peace. I can't remember how it was. Anyways, it became peace, and I couldn't destroy them, which was my plan, to have one episode there where I would fight the king's army, and then I would go ahead and take the military depot, and that would be it. But unfortunately, that did not happen. So we're instead fighting the Italians, Il Regno di Napoli. And currently this place is sieged by the English army because they only put 30 men to guard it. And so I'm down here with my army of 500 men, and we're looking to find the enemy and destroy him. Now first, I noticed something when I was setting stuff up. It's still called 60th Rifles. It should not be called 60th Rifles. It should be 95th Rifles. I have no time to take a look at your broadcast. Or was he wanted to? No, I've set it so you can't do that. No, I have no time. But it's good because that reminds me to go offline. 95th Rifles. Right. And now everyone should... yes, it changes for everyone. Right. Army composition. We can go through that. It's about 200 normal line infantry of different kinds. Grenadiers, Fusiliers, light Fusiliers, and so on. Then we've got a little over 100 of the 95th variety. Then we've got 100 Highlanders, and at the last here we got 100 Royal Dragoons to help us out. Right, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that I have enough food. We're gonna make our way down to them, and I'm going to go offline. So, let's start marching, and I'll see you once I'm ready. Oh yeah, I need to turn off the other thing. Right, and we're back. So I made ahead and did the changes that was necessary, and I also stocked up on some food. And look what we have here. We have the king of this territory, which is Murat, which is one of Napoleon's generals, and he's got his own uniform. He's that special. He was one of the favorite cavalry generals of Napoleon, although as I recall, he was not too pleased with being given this kingdom in Italy. He saw himself as though he would have something a bit larger. Okay, he's trying to run from us. There he is. So you can see he looks like a members of Beatles. Not a particular fan of this uniform. He really does look. It looks as though I've come across a band member from some 60s English pop band going, yeah, whatever they would say, groovy, mate. I mean, even if look at his hair and his hairstyle, it's perfect. Are you by any chance Ringo? Do you play in the Beatles by any chance, Murat? You maybe? Well, you clearly stole one of their uniforms. Anyways, I've insulted you enough, maybe. If it is an insult being called being part of the Beatles. Who are you that come in arms against me? Well, of course it's me, Charles Edrington, you imbecile. And I'm going to fight you on the field of battle. I'm going to defeat you, and then I'm going to take your kingdom away from you. Right. Here we go. We've got a lot of men. The musketeers will move up in front. Take the position in front. And the 95th will go ahead and take their position on the left. And the Highlanders will safeguard the center by holding it right there. They've got a bit of cavalry. We've got a lot of musketeers. I will go ahead and form triple ranks. Triple ranks. You know, sometimes people ask, why don't you do any more volleys? As soon as I do volleys, people go, why do you do volleys? That does not work. It's quite hard pleasing all of you. That's why... well, I try sometimes. I try. Okay, here comes the cavalry. It's best to have the men on fire at will. I wonder if he is fired. I think it actually is Harper there. No, it wasn't. I was hoping it was. Die, you scoundrels! You fiends! The enemy cavalry force has been defeated. Now I want you back in order, back in line. Get that man! Don't let him come through. Ah, they actually got him quite quickly. Normally, the way the AI uses the muskets or the bayonet is quite displeasing. Let's see if we can find Harper in among all of this. There's Sharp. We can see him there. There he is. When he just fired his gun. Well, we didn't hear him fire it. Oh, look at that. The enemy is pushing through. But why are they all wearing white? Is that the main uniform or are they all recruits? I'm not entirely sure. Ah, I think, yes, it is the main uniform. I believe they are actually in a rout. They are routing, and they're routing through our lines. It's always an interesting way to go. Reinforcements wave has been deployed. It looks as though it contains quite a bit of cavalry, which is going to be nasty. I want the 42nd to form a bit further back, and I want them to form single rank in preparation, and I want the cavalry to come closer here. The units of cavalry that we do have, which is Duco and 2 of his men. Right, this... Oh, it's almost all cavalry. Musketeers! Hold your fire! And prepare to receive cavalry charge. Prepare to receive them. Otherwise, they'll cut us through if we don't hold and fire at the right moment. The 95th still covers us, hopefully. The enemy is closing in, but the cavalry is not yet charging. I'm losing men back and forth, and we've got that charge of enemies coming closer. I'm waiting for them to charge. I'm waiting. The 95th are causing damage. Come on, charge then, you stupid cavalry. We can wait no longer. Fire at will. That nice wall of green. I was hoping that the enemy would charge the cavalry and we could fire upon them. But I might just have lost an unnecessarily amount of people here. But it looks as though the enemy cavalry is holding their position. They're even falling back. What is this? They're falling back, but now they're coming back. Ah, it was only a ruse. Now they come back in full force. Swords drawn. And we're losing tons of people. And even more men are turning up. I know my army is being slaughtered. Have the cavalry immediately charge. Even more 95th are turning up. The main line did not do too well. Musketeers do not form any further than over there. Ah, the madness. wonder how many we've lost. This is backspace, by the way. Backspace. To get this picture right here, you press backspace. Backspace is the one you normally, when you've written something and you decide, oh, wait a minute, this is not very good, I need to remove this. That's backspace. Backspace is the one you press to pick this up. So press backspace if you want this map. Backspace, everyone. Backspace. Get the 95th. Maybe a bit closer here. And by the way, if you didn't know what I did to bring this up, I pressed backspace. Backspace is the button for you. Sponsored by Backspace. So, actually, let's take a look at what loss we had. We had 62 dead, 122 wounded, 1 man routed, while the enemy lost their entire army. 27 of them were routed, 24 were wounded, and 300 of them were dead. It would be nice if you could form some form of anti-cavalry formation, because at this point, cavalry is very overpowered. But I guess that's sort of also the normal way in which it works in Mount and Blade, isn't it? I'll have the musketeers form a single line and advance. Right. There's only 8 enemies left. Let's go ahead and have all my men charge forwards, find them, and slay them. My horse really doesn't have any health left whatsoever. Oh, look at that. A grenadier stands. Oh, no, my horsey. Fight me! Ah. I got him! Now keep moving, men! Keep up! Keep up with me! Forwards! You over there! Get there! Someone's running away. It's an officer. And you can see the bullets. Well, if you look closely, you can see the bullets hitting the ground behind them and all around. He's trying to make it for the hill. Is he gonna make it? There's a lot of bullets flying his way. Oh, here's another one. They intends to fight me. Stop right there. I told you to stop. That man made it away. No, he did not. Just as I say it, he gets shot in the back by a 95th Rifleman. The other ones are hugging the cannons. Right. We are victorious. 62 men killed. Not too bad out of an army of 500. We captured some, but there's no point in holding on to that. Right. So right now we have 362 men ready for service out of 486. We're gonna go ahead and attack one of these towns. I believe this to be the capital, so this would be quite an important city to take. I'm reading some of the names here. Grenadier del Real Africani. That's an interesting unit. We've got the Austrians here as well, patrolling around. Are they at war with one another? Or maybe I should go directly for the military depot. Or the capital. Or the military depot. Or the capital. You know what? We're gonna attack the capital. And we're going to destroy this nation before it even begun. Right. Let's lead our men in the assault. And go ahead and destroy these bastards. What am I fielding right now? A lot of rifles. A lot of rifles. I want everyone to move here on the right side. By the way, if you're wondering what I did to print... Okay, so... Make ready, present. Do not fire. We're gonna line the men up. And they seem to be working. It seems as though there's a lot easier to move them when you're out here on the right. Right. Looks as though we've got quite a few people stuck behind the walls and stuff. So if I can have everyone's attention, maybe you can move forwards like this, and maybe you're able... Yeah, it looks as though we're a few more people making it out of spawn. It looks as though not everyone's gonna be able to make it out, but a lot of them are gonna make it out. And... there, now move back to the right. Let's see if we can get some order in among this. We're gonna have the 95th move up first because we've got the most of their kind. They will form triple ranks, and then they will also spread out ones. There's 100 of them. We'll see how this goes. And then they will advance first. I want the Musketeers, which is the next group, to stand here. And then behind them, we're gonna have the Highlanders. And behind the Highlanders, we're gonna have the Cavalry. Okay, there's a lot of 95th if they don't even... if they're not even situated yet, and they're all the way over there. Okay, so they're drawing the line like such. Right, 95th, I want you to move up there. Let's have you start moving up. This is a lot of them. Sharp and Harper should be easy to spot there because they are the only ones that do not have these grey coats, these grey overcoats. But maybe Harper... I saw Sharp a moment ago, but Harper might have been taken down. There we go. No, they're both over there. Let's go ahead and join them. Okay, we've got quite a few 95th right now being stuck behind the house there. Silly bastards. We cannot afford to have half the unit stuck behind the bloody house. Right, 95th. Let's have you right there. That should be a good spot, I hope. And I'm gonna go ahead and join Harper and Sharp, and let's see if he can fire his damned gun. Okay, we got loads of people stuck behind the stupid house. Oh, it looks like Sharp was it there. Right, let's have our men fire at will. I want to see... what I really want to see is I want to see like 3 people getting killed at the same time by his gun. Okay, a lot of people are behind this house. Let's get on the other side. Get up and around this house. start laying fire into these Italians. So laying down a lot of accurate fire here. We're using a slightly spread out formation, but at the 95th did fight a lot in just standard line formation. For the most part at the Battle of Waterloo, they did fight in normal line, I believe. So far it's going well, but it's not very fast, is it? We're gonna push up the musketeers. And I want the 95th. The new mark is gonna be way up there. We still have quite a few stuck behind the house over here. Hopefully they'll be able to make it out. And we got 2 people that was able to make it out. Well, there's not that many, if you count that there's 86 in total here. 86 of the 95th is not that bad. Now we'll have the musketeers fire at will, and they start pouring down fire. Quite a few cavalrymen in among there. Keep advancing, keep advancing. Let's see, is Sharp... If Harper has fallen, I could pick... No, Harper hasn't fallen. He's back here. But Sharp might have fallen. Is this Sharp? Yes, this was Sharp. I'm gonna stand next to Harper in case he falls, and I'm gonna pick up his musket thing, his knock gun. Let's see, let's hear him fire it. Boom! Sounds like a cannon. Didn't kill anyone though. He probably has to be quite close up. You know what? I should have cheated and got myself one of those, and we could have seen about laying a shot in among all of these. Kill like a bunch of them. Quite a few 95th are in a position here where they're not able to fire on an enemy target. 95th, I want you all the way up here then. Did you die before you... No, you did. I was gonna check if he was able to fire his shot before he was taken down. Let's get rid of that. Oh, I was hit. He got... Making sure that each bullet is put down towards the enemy. This one. Boom, deliver 45 damage. Okay, I'm losing a lot of health being up here among the troops. Gonna make my way back. Where are you, Harper? Don't tell me I've missed my chance to steal your gun and you've fallen already. Or have you moved around? Where are you? Wait, is this it? No, it's not. It's just a musket. Oh, that's just a bush. There you are! Alright, let's have the musketeers close in further. And let's have the 95th hold the fire so everyone gets up on the line. Oh, look at that. We have a counter charge by the enemy. 95th, once again, fire at will. Come on, Harper. Oh, I'm so disappointed in you, Harper. You had an entire line. No, now Harper draw his sword. I won't be able to access. No, I won't be able to access his weapon now. That's a shame. the enemy is counter-charging, but the question is, how effective is it gonna be? They probably should have done this. Quite a good tactic, actually, since the 95th are not that terribly good in melee combat. But we do outnumber them, so they would do a lot better if they stayed within their given position. Look at that. Great melee fighting, isn't that great when they... Oh, he actually got him. Nice. They're up right in each other's face. I mean, it's a, I mean, if I, you know what, I'm definitely gonna get myself one of those, and we're gonna see about putting a round into all of that mess. But at the same time, I fear that this might be the end of the video given the time, so next time around we'll see some notch gun madness, hopefully. So, I hope you enjoyed this, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye!